My dear students of class 12 science, be ready with pen and paper for the class. Today, let us start electrostatic potential and capacitance, that is the second chapter. Now, let us know what is electrostatic potential. When two positively charged insulated conductors are connected by a metallic wire, then charge flows from one conductor to the other. Let us suppose this is a conductor and this conductor is insulated one, and this is another conductor. This is also insulated conductor. Now, if we suppose the charge of this first conductor is plus Q1 and charge of the second conductor is plus Q2, both are positively charged. Now let us connect these two positively charged conductors with the help of a metallic wire. So this is the metallic wire. This is the metallic wire. Now what will happen? Charge will flow from one conductor to the other conductor. Let us suppose charge flows in this direction. Charge flows from this conductor to this conductor. Now, the direction of flow of charge does not depend on the amount of charge on these two conductors, but it depends on a specific electric condition of the two conductors. And this electric property of a charged body is called electric potential. Now, let us know potential at a point in an electric field. Potential at a point in an electric field. First, you listen whatever I am telling you and write please in your rough copy whatever I am writing, and at the end I will send you everything whatever I have told. Now let us know potential at a point in an electric field. Let us consider an isolated charge here. Let us suppose this is plus Q charge. This is an isolated charge in a region where no electric field is present. Now, due to the presence of this charge, an electric field develops in this region. And let us suppose this is the electric field develops in this region due to this charge plus Q. When a second charge is brought into this region, let us suppose this is plus Q. This is the second charge. Then an electric force acts upon this second charge plus Q. Is not it? Now, to displace this second charge within this region, that is within this electric field, due to the presence of the charge plus capital Q, work has to be done to displace this plus small q charge within this electric field. And this work need to be done either by some external agent or by the field itself, depending on the nature of the second charge. Hence, a medium containing a charge acquires some property for which some work has to be done to displace another charge in that medium, and this property is known as electric potential. So in a medium containing a charge acquires some property which for which some work has to be done to displace another charge in that medium, to displace this charge in this medium, and that property is known as the electric potential. So we can define electric potential in this manner. The potential at any point in an electric field is defined as the work done by an external force in bringing a unit positive charge. In bringing a unit positive charge, that is Q is equals to plus 1, without acceleration from infinity to that point. So this is the definition of electric potential. Now, let us suppose the potential at any point in an electric field is V. Let us suppose this is the potential at any point in an electric field. Therefore, we can write work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to that point is V. This is the amount of work done, W. Now, this is the amount of work done, W, for bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to that particular point of the electric field. Now, let us find out the work done to bring a charge Q from infinity to that point is W is equals to Q into V. That is, we can write work done. This work done is equals to, here you see, charge into potential. Charge into potential. This is the formula to find out the work done. Work done is equals to charge into potential. Now, let us know potential difference between 2 points. Let us come to the next item.